Hello and welcome to Metro Arts. I am your host, Larry Wallace. Here on Metro Arts, we highlight some of the best in the business, from fine artists, photographers, and performing artists to cinematographers and musical artists, all from the Metro Detroit area. On today's show, we'll learn about the Detroit Audio Lab and talk to CEO Mike Bauer, and award-winning singer-songwriter Carolyn Streethold will bring her unique jazz-infused Detroit rock and roll to the Midtown studio. But let's begin with hip-hop dance crew Sings.
Every time I walk in the club, they hating on me, then on the good. They hating on me, then on the good. Walk in the club, then on the good. Every time I walk in the club, they hating on me, then on the good, then on the good, then on the good. Walk in the club, then on the good. Every time I walk in the club, they hating on me, they hating on me, they hating on me, 'cause then on the good. Every time I walk in the club, they hating on me, they hating on me, they hating on me, 'cause then on the good. My hair done right and my dress real tight. My hair done right and my dress real tight. My hair done right and my dress real tight. My hair done right and my dress real tight. My hair done right and my dress real tight. Oh tight, oh tight, oh eyes on eyes on eyes on eyes on eyes and my dress real tight.
So crazy right now.
You done lost your motherfucking mind.
Aight, go crazy to this. Go crazy to this. Go crazy to this. I'm gonna get together, go crazy to this. Go crazy to this. Go crazy to this. Go crazy to this. I'm gonna get together, go crazy and throw that back. Throw that back. Don't play, throw that back. Throw that back. Throw that back. Don't play, throw that back. 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 Don't play, girl, throw that back.
He better call Becky with the good hair.
Look, I took a chance, taking from Chicago, about to go, hey, turn it to that Congo.
Baby, I got me. Baby, I got me. And that's all I need is someone like me. Baby, no way. Watch me while I do my dance. Baby, no way. Watch me while I do my dance. Rock your tip, I ain't going nowhere. Baby, rock your tip, I ain't going there, 'cause you're mine.
Ho, ho, ho.
Baby, no way. Watch me while I do my dance. Oh, baby, no way. Are you running with it? With it? With it? With it?
Working with some cash, yeah. Cash, yeah. 100,000 on that dash, yeah. Dash, yeah. Older lady shaking fast, yeah. Fast, yeah. Now vogue on that, yeah, we in there. Ain't right. One man like this. Drop it low and pick it up just like this. Yeah. Cup of Ace, cup of Goose, cup of Chris. I drop, get on.
Let me get it light. Let me get it light. Let me get it light.
I got beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lambs, rams, hogs, dogs, chicken, turkeys.
Man, mommy.
I got beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, rams, hogs, dogs, beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, ram. Beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lambs, with hogs, dogs, beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes.
I got them keys. I got them keys. I got them keys. I got them keys. We go to court, we gon' plead the fifth. I know the judge, I'ma shoot him some chips. I got them keys. I got them keys.
Hello, Kevin. Welcome to Metro Arts and Wayne State.
How are you? Thanks for having
I
me.
see you brought some dancers with you today. You want to start by introducing them?
I did. Okay, we're gonna start on this side. This is Jeremy. He's our co-captain. He's also our sorting hat. So I'm gonna give you everybody's nicknames. That's the guy who comes up with them. This is he also mixes the music. Sorry. This is Kiera. She goes by tie dye because she had on a tie dye shirt when she auditioned. This is Maria, our team yogi. She goes by Hugs because she's so friendly and open. This is Raven. We call her Froyo. Please don't ask why. He's the sorting hat. Remember that. This is Alex. Also, please don't ask why. His name is X.
Okay. Okay. So that was a terrific performance that we just saw. Can you tell us how did you guys come about creating that particular performance?
Well, yeah, we all have our favorite songs. What we'll tend to do is we'll go home and listen to things, or we'll hear something on the radio, or we'll just listen to music and practice. And like, it seems to just kind of click. We're like, that's the one. And thanks to Jeremy, like, we can have pretty much whatever we want. So the skits and like the viral video, like we included those things like that. We can kind of put anything together. So.
And how would you describe you guys' dancing style?
We are primarily hip hop, but I'd say we pride ourselves on being theatrical. So we always try to include something like skits, or we'll do like a trick or a formation or something like that. And also, we're a team of diversity in training. Some people tap, some people come from ballet and contemporary. Some of us are just street trained. Yeah. Yeah, so.
Okay. And you guys formed in 2008, but you weren't really a dance crew. Can you explain that?
Yeah, so we started off kind of Glee style. We were actually a show choir. We were a cappella, so we had no instruments. Our voices were our instruments, and then we would dance as well. Honestly, one day I came to practice and like my singers got really flaky, and I got an audition. I think Jeremy was my first audition actually. And he just came in and just slayed, and then it was just one right after another. They just kept coming in. I kept meeting these amazing dancers, and it just got so solid that I just was like, well, I'm gonna focus primarily on dancing. Definitely.
And how many members do you guys have today in Sings?
Currently, we are 13, I believe, 12 or 13.
Okay.
Don't quote me.
Okay. Okay. And where could people find out more information about Sings?
We are on Facebook and Instagram. We are Sinks Dance Crew. You can find us at Sinks Dance Crew on Facebook and Sinks Crew on Instagram. So it's at Sinks Crew. Okay. SYNCZ.
Okay.
Crew.
Well, I want to thank you so much for being here, and thank you guys so much for being here.
Thanks for having us. Appreciate it.
You're watching Metro Arts, produced at the Midtown Studio at Wayne State University. Up next on Metro Arts, we've got the founder and CEO of Detroit Audio Lab to tell us about a project that both helps the city and creates beautiful sounds. Here's Mike Bauer talking about how it all began.
I was one of those kids, like so many others, that was always taking things apart. That led me to engineering. When I very first had this idea, I remember sitting in my home office, literally soldering components together. And I said, you know what I need? Raw materials. And it led me to a place called Architectural Salvage Warehouse here in Detroit. Chris Rutherford is a graduate of the College of Creative Studies, and his area of expertise is in furniture. Our products are not just designed, they're made by artists.
Architectural Salvage Warehouse is a 501c3 nonprofit that specializes in transforming waste into opportunity. The city of Detroit has all of these abandoned and blighted houses and properties that need to come down. And we can salvage up to 90% of that material, save it from the landfill. When we go in and deconstruct a house, we salvage everything that we can out of that house, transforming it into furniture and products and speakers. What we're really after is that structural lumber and flooring, denailing all of the 2x4s and studs and joists and packaging that all up and bringing it back to the warehouse. A moisture meter to it, make sure that it's dry enough. Typically we'll send that out to a kiln to get it kiln dried to make sure that it is fully cured and a stable product for the manufacturing process. We'll plane it and get the wood to a consistent thickness, and then we'll go in and we'll fill all the nail holes with an epoxy resin, and then they'll go through a routing process. All those parts and pieces will get sanded, and we'll start the pre-finishing process and the assembly process with the components, and then the full finishing. We get them laser engraved with the logos and the address of the house that it actually came from.
We have a portfolio of products. They're all audio-based. A bookshelf speaker, a small portable Bluetooth speaker, a larger Bluetooth speaker, speaker stands. You're going to have an heirloom piece of furniture in your home that sounds wonderful. Part of the proceeds from Detroit Audio Lab will go to a local organization called Focus Hope. For years, there's been a shining beacon of hope here in Detroit that trains people in the new skills necessary to be successful in today's market.
Hey, Mike, and welcome to Metro Arts.
Thanks for having me on. I appreciate that.
Thanks
Larry.
for coming. So we get such a good understanding of your business from that video. And you're actually a retired engineer. How did you get into the business of making speakers?
You know, it starts out like a lot of young guys building things, fixing things, taking things apart. Sometimes they even worked when you put them back together, although not all the time, to be honest with you. But it's just one of those things that you tend to do, is you're very hands-on, and you like building things.
Yep. And now let me ask you, what piqued your interest to the Motor City?
You know, I've spent a good part of my life here, working here, playing here, and a lot of it was, there's a certain renaissance going on now that you just love the vibe and the feel and everything like that. It's like meeting the people today at the studio. It's just great.
Yeah.
And it's just, how could you not want to be part of this?
And how long does it usually take for you to make one speaker?
It can take up to a couple of months in total.
Wow.
Because we hand select the wood, we kiln dry the wood so it's at a consistent level, and then we have to cut it. So really, most of the time it's just hanging around.
Yeah.
You know, but it probably takes several hours to make a speaker from the time you got to plane it to get the board clean. You've got to hand sand it, hand finish it, clean it up, cut all the wood, and put it together. And you don't see it inside of the speaker. There's some fairly complex electronics inside there that have to be assembled. So it takes several hours to make one, and over the entire course of time, it probably takes, you got to figure at least a month.
Right. So where are the speakers actually made? Like, where are they manufactured at?
We build them on Bellevue Street.
Okay.
At Architectural Salvage Warehouse, which is really close to the old Packard plant. A lot of people in the audience will know about the old Packard plant. So we build them on Bellevue. That's our assembly facility.
Okay. And now I see you brought 6 speakers with you today. Can you explain each?
I'll be happy to.
Okay.
The ones sitting next to you and I are what we call the backbeats. There are bookshelf, or more standard bookshelf speakers that used to accommodate, you know, folks like myself in their home stereo system. They sound really good, and every one of our speakers is made out of solid wood.
Ooh. Okay.
And these are probably more, you know, more modern, if you will. Both of these are Bluetooth speakers.
Okay.
This is both conventional and Bluetooth. This is nothing but Bluetooth, so you look in the back and you don't see anything because it's all electronic inside. I'm kind of proud of these. These two are what we call passive amplifiers or passive speakers. Solid wood, made in the USA, and what you really do is you put your phone in here and it amplifies the music, so you can use it for a conference call or just playing music or in your office, and we're really proud of both of these.
Sure.
And again, all solid wood. It just uses, you can kind of look inside and see it's sort of what you call a horn, and it amplifies the sound of your phone.
Okay. And Mike, real quick, where could people find out more information about your business, and how could they order speakers?
If you go to www.detroitaudiolab.com, you'll see the contact information. You can call me. You can check out more about the speakers. You can see some videos and things like that.
Well, Mike, I want to thank you so much for coming on our show today. It was a pleasure interviewing you.
Thank you, Larry. I appreciate it very much.
Thank you. You're watching Metro Arts on Detroit Public Television. Our next guest has won so many Detroit Music Awards that it's hard to count them all. Here's singer-songwriter Carolyn Streho and her band with the video Promised Land.
I know what you need world a better way. You got so much better than yesterday's. Country road, city face. I'd give you a better place where God could hold your hand. Lead me to the promised land. Maybe I'm on Paris time. Maybe I should buy a line. Looking at those lovely trees, I said, oh, oh boy, I'll take you to your knees. Country road, city face. I'd give you a better place. I know what you need. Come on, boy, and let me lead you. Let me take you by the hand. Lead you to the promised land. Understand, God is mad. Baby, won't you take me home all the way, somewhere where I'm safe and warm for a day? Baby, won't you take me home, 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 take me home. Take me home. Oh, baby, alright. Oh, come on, alright. You gotta sit right down and hold me tight. Oh, come on, alright. Oh, baby, alright. You gotta sit right down and hold me tight. Oh, come on, alright. Oh, baby, all night. Promised land is yours tonight. Oh, come on, alright. Oh, baby, all night. You got a promised land that's yours tonight. Oh, baby, alright. Oh, baby, all night. Promised land that's yours tonight. Oh, come on, alright. Oh, baby, all night. Promised land that's yours tonight.
Hello, Carolyn, and welcome to Metro Arts.
Glad to be here. Thank you.
So we just viewed your video, Promised Land. Can you tell us where did the inspiration come from?
Promised Land came from a lot of places, and just wanting to connect with people and remembering things, and just the promise that if you come out and try as hard as you can and keep going, to never give up. It really is about not giving up, that you'll see the promised land.
Yeah. So you want to introduce the members of your band?
Oh yes, this is Scott Daly on guitar, yep, and vocals, and this is Ron Wolf on percussion and vocals.
Hey guys.
Hi.
So you've been nominated for nearly 60 Detroit Music Awards and have actually won some.
Oh yeah.
Can you tell us, what do you think is the #1 reason behind your success?
Well, with winning things is great. I mean, there's so many great bands and so many great artists in Detroit and, in the area, through Michigan and everywhere. But, it's always neat to be honored by people.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it feels good, even though I really wish everybody could be nominated and win awards. But, yeah, I think the success is just playing, just keep going, and, again, like Promised Land, just keep believing and doing it.
Right, for sure. And you actually have a pretty amazing history. You've performed with Patti Smith, Don Was, Iggy Pop. How was that experience for you?
Well, they've all got that inner strength too. You know, they really are themselves.
Yeah.
Like Patty just has influenced millions of people, and so has Iggy. And actually, I guess Don was, because he's a producer who's produced so many people.
Right.
And you know, what a thing to say. You know, that you could do that, and being able to play with them is pretty amazing. You look back and you go, oh, well, you know,
Right.
it just kind of spurred on.
Yeah,
It was a good
sure.
thing. Yeah.
And where can people find out more information about you and your band?
Okay, so under my name, carolynstreel.com is my website. So it's just my name with .com, or on Facebook, and also Reverb Nation.
Okay.
Yeah, music site. So yeah, or just Google me.
Okay, for sure. Well, thank you so
Thank
much,
you
Carolyn,
so much.
for being here
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Once again, here's Carolyn Streeho with Honesty. You're watching Metro Arts on Detroit Public Television.
When I woke up in the morning, had the TV on without a warning. About those liars and politicians, who the hell knows what they are? Give it to me, give it to me, give it to me. Let me introduce you. Slowing down the future by thinking back the past. So come on, boy, let's move into the real world. You come on so strong, your dishonesty's all wrong. It's time to find a real honest heart. Well, honesty, it's not a lie. Honesty, it's not a lie. Honesty, it's not a lie. And I told you a long time ago. Be careful what you're doing. Honesty is a revolution. Be careful what you're saying. Honesty, it's just like praying. You're so relentless when you lie to me. Well, I could tell you'd someday break my heart. You were just like those talking heads on my TV. Oh, I could tell that you lied right from the start. Baby, love is all I need. Love is what I breathe. Love is all I need. Love is what I relied on. Honesty, I relied on honesty. Won't you give me honesty and tell the truth? How about it? Be careful what you're doing. Honesty, it's revolution. he said.
We hope you enjoyed today's show. I would like to thank our guests, Kevin Bosley and the Sinks Dance Crew, Mike Bauer, and Carolyn Streho for being here today. Remember, you can watch any of our shows online at MetroArtsDetroit.com and find us on social media. I'm your host on Metro Arts, Larry Wallace, reminding you to always support the arts and cultivate the talent in your community.